This is just too loud. It's going down some. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Who's that Kishiru fellow? He's pretty good. Pretty good little Makoto. Tried to anti-air with crouch medium kick. It's a god play. The new mouse is okay. You have to click really hard on the middle click to make it work, and I literally am replacing the mouse because the middle click wasn't working, because the old mouse was otherwise functional. So it's just kind of annoying. But it feels really nice in my hand, and the back and forward are both on the same side, which is not worse. All in all, it feels like a higher quality mouse than my previous one, and yet I'm used to my previous one. And my previous one was arguably better for my needs, because it was exactly the same except felt nicer to middle click. This one has a lot less grooves, which means it's going to accumulate fucking hand gunks slower. And it's going to be easier to clean. So in that regard, it could be better. That axe kick. God, he's fucking playing with fire. There it is. That could have happened at any of these wake-ups. It needed a fucking parry. DP is problematic when you can't block it. I got a new Logitech mouse because my previous mouse, the middle click, stopped working. Huh. Ugh. Was that a failed Karakusa? It was way too early to be a Karakusa. I bet you a nickel if Makoto makes it to Street Fighter 5, Samurai House will be your crush counter. One nickel. I bet a nickel that will be the correct punish. Hard DP has enough invincibility that it can trade. All the other ones are mediocre. All the other ones can be stuffed by perfectly timed normals. All of them have invincibility. They're all invincible to throws. But hard is the only one that's invincible till the frame it hits. And even then, the invincibility wears off on the frame it hits. So you need to hit on the first frame, or else it loses. That was a super punishable fireball. Ken Super would pick up something like that. I ain't how you spell nickel. That was a shimmy. That was a nice shimmy. Anti-air Karakusa technically exists in Street Fighter 4. You could do it like if it was a safe jump, Karakusa would actually grab it as a punish. What the fuck? That was cancelled to super. What the fuck? Why wasn't it? It was a mistake. We just saw a mistake get made. Sam Fierce, medium DP super. He only did medium DP so he could do the super cancel, otherwise he would have done light. Actually, I guess medium does more. He might have done heavy. I don't know the combos where you can do like heavy DP. Technically, each DP does more damage than the last one. Light has the best Oki. What little that means. That was a complete combo. It was unoptimal. Elena could have traded the stand light kick with crouch medium kick. I mean crouch medium punch. And it would have done a little bit more damage, which is the damage needed to kill. But it was still a completed combo, and thus I can't complain. I can never complain when Elena completes a combo. Thanks. I should be happy when I see the sub icon, but it just makes me sad. Because I don't give anything to my subs. Hugo. Ugh, anti-air sweep. That's pretty good against Hugo. He doesn't have an air normal that goes down very far. He does have a lot of air normals with very recessed air boxes, namely body press. But his furthest downward attack is like jump medium kick, which doesn't go that far down. Doesn't really go any farther down than jump hard kick. Which means he's really bad at anti-air, or at jumping in on low profile attacks. Ooh, that was a jump strong, I think. Jump jab and jump strong have a super nice, they have the same animation. They have super nice hitbox. They also come out pretty quickly, which makes them really, really good air dares. Baff, you give me a reason to live. Thank you. I'm sorry, Cookie. But it just doesn't look good at the ultra low, ultra small size. And I haven't bothered to fix it yet. That's gonna work. No, it didn't work! That's not unthrowable. Is it? It must have just been out of range. That looked in range. I have literally no idea why that didn't work. Oh, he's dead. Cool. Damn, I haven't been in Dime's house in a fucking long time. 12 players consider this a bad matchup, so I've been told. The Big 12 guide on the internet also said that it was a bad matchup. Supposedly, Elena's air normals give 12 a lot of trouble, namely the air tart combo and the jump roundhouse. And she's also very hard to play footsies with, which is normally 12's biggest advantage. And Rhino Horn also gives him a lot of problems because if that hits as an anti-air, you get a DP. So 12 supposedly has a really hard time. Huh, Super 1. Elena's don't normally pick Super 1, it's usually between 2 and 3. That probably means that he really wants lots of EX. Just literally search Third Strike 12 guide. You'll find it. He did jump hard punch really early, and it didn't hit Elena because she wasn't in range of it. But her jump hard punch was, he was still in range of her jump hard punch because of the relative jump heights. 12's jump hard punch hits kind of low, and Elena's jump was higher. Twelve is like a really bad Viper. There are other characters who are like 12. Viper's actually quite a bit like 12. His fireball works the same way as hers. And his fucking air dash makes him feel a little bit like a fucking very air mobile character like she is. Twelve would be absolutely killer as he is in Street Fighter 4 or 5. Like with no changes, he would be an amazing character. Ambiguous cross-ups should just be super strong. He would be very difficult to anti-air. And get lots of free jumps. The idea behind 12 is so brilliant. And he's so close to being a good character, but they forgot combos. Which is weird because every time Dalsum and Guile make it into fighting games, they like don't forget the combos on them. Granted, Dalsum's combos are usually pretty weird, but they usually exist. Twelve's actually a lot like Dalsum. He's almost nothing like Dalsum to play. Like functionally, his execution and his fucking game plan are nothing like Dalsum. Not like ranginess. More just like the attempt to create like a character that's not like any other fucking character in the game. And have him compete with every other character in the game. The character who actually is Dalsum feels less like Dalsum than 12 does. Brady Crouch Strong is like, it feels like the best normal ever when I'm playing against Brady, and when I'm playing as Brady, it feels okay. I was just playing a Urian set. Urian's fun to play. If only you really were all at my house chilling on my couch. I've actually got my bed behind me, so maybe you can chill on that. I spend the vast majority of my free time in a like a 12-foot by like 8-foot box. I didn't know that. It works on everyone else. I think Necro's the only one I knew, but I thought that was more than just those two. Alright, of all the things that should be in quotes, the Urian probably shouldn't be in quotes. It would be more accurate to put the A in quotes because there were like a million of them. I guess it's like 12 feet by 12 feet by 15 feet. If you want some actual decent measurements. It's probably only 10 feet tall. It's like 15 by like 12 by 10. I'm trying to gauge the dimensions of this room. I feel like that's not too far off. Who tests combos on Gil? I don't know if I know chicken combo works on Gil. You can do the infinite on him. But his resurrection breaks out of the infinite. And I don't know if Aura can hit Gil out of the infinite in a meaningful way. I'm like 6 feet. I'm like a little taller than 6 feet. I literally couldn't function in a 6-foot room. You don't see that combo very often. The flash kick there. That combo's tight as fuck. I think if the entire super hits, it actually doesn't work. So you need some of the super. Like, you can get more hits of the super to connect, but it makes it so the fireball, the DP doesn't juggle the flash kick. So he deliberately does it so some of the super misses so we can get the flash kick because that does more damage overall. Something like that. I literally can't imagine a room that's like a U-shape. I can imagine a room that's normally a box but made into a U-shape by all the stuff in one side of it. I have a friend who used to have a room like that. God, Dime's bedroom though. Yo, Plump, Dime's bedroom. It's cozy at least. It's definitely very cozy. But like, fuck. Dime is like a relatively ordinary guy, so the fact that his bedroom looks like a fucking hoarder's bedroom. Oh, jump in flash kick. Gotta get that double pane glass Cold Frontier. I switched all my windows in my house to double pane glass like a few years ago, and it's so much better. Heat doesn't travel through them. You keep your warm in the winter and you keep your cool in the summer. This matchup is real weird. It's a bit like Sagat in Street Fighter 4 or 2. Remy is a bit like Sagat in general. Remy has as much in common with Sagat as Gao. Cold blue kick is functionally almost identical to a Tiger knee. His fireballs are functionally identical to Sagat's. His flash kick is functionally identical to a Tiger upper. Ooh, that was brave. I think it's cold in 71, right? I'm being rated. I don't even know who the fuck Squeezy Jackson is. So to be honest, like, what the hell is this grade? It's not a huge raid. It's a lot smaller than the Proton John raid. It was a more manageable raid. I like this one more. The Proton John raid, like, ruined everything. Hi, everyone. Tell me about the raider. I want to know about the kind person who did this to me. Oh, I didn't know you could get a message for unban. Jackson Parody? I didn't realize he was like a big streamer. There's like a decent number of people. Hi everyone. Jackson Parody chills here sometimes. I think it was you. He plays accordion, he is cool. From my experience, he is cool. Yeah, well, you're going to have to explain to Flutter Knight why you did what you did, and also to me. Look, we got Third Strike. You guys like Third Strike, right? Everyone likes Third Strike. Some people just don't know they like it yet. Remy versus Alex. Look at this lame-ass play. You ever see lame? You guys know fighting games? Look at this defense. Oh my god, that was a good confirm. He can link out of... Oh, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. When Remy's point blank when he lands a Super 1 on a cornered opponent, he can link low short. Even if he didn't have anything to cancel into, he still could have linked low short. I think he can link low jab too. But low short goes farther. That's safe. Yeah, stomp is also safe. For the record, Ken's Super 2 actually does really good damage for the meter used. Like, really good damage for the meter used. Damn it. I tried to jump the gun on the next pleb gets banned. I like how the ban game ruins the chat. Oh shit, Epsilon, no. Oh. 1 second. Damn, Crookie. I'll save you from this torture. You're more mod worthy than most of the people here. You're like top 3 in terms of mod worthiness. Ooh, that parry into cross up. It's very rare that you parry an air attack, an anti-air attack, and then get a cross up. Ban Flutter Knight for making that face. Yeah, Super 2 from Ken is okay as an anti-air, but even then it's really narrow. It's not like a crazy hard parry, and it doesn't catch a whole lot of air attacks. Oftentimes it only gets like 1 hit. $420? That's way too long. That's like hours. I'm all distracted from fucking Third Strike. I want to be here for Third Strike. Look, look, look. There's a Yuri and a fucking Remy and a Elena. Okay, classic Third Strike matchup. Neither of these characters fucking were in any other game until they were. Until Elena was. When this game was new, this was like a fucking new matchup. Remy wasn't even... Wow, that anti-air. Remy wasn't even until third strike. Remy has like the lowest attempts of any Street Fighter character in one version of one game. That was a pretty piss poor punish, to be honest. I know he was trying to save meter, but like shit. You think he could have walked in and crouched first? Emote only mode? I didn't know that was a fucking feature. Alright, 1999. I was 8. I think Pokemon Red and Blue had already come out, but I think Gold and Silver weren't out yet. And what else? What were some other things about 1999? Oh, you could go to a store and get Dunkaroos. You can't do that anymore. They don't make Dunkaroos anymore. Press 1 if you remember Dunkaroos. Oh, is it gonna... Aw. Sometimes that can get all the hits. That's a super knockdown, so you can't quick stand it, which means it's usually safe when it gets the anti-air connect. Yeah, Nicktoons were still a thing. SpongeBob was playing just like it is right now. Actually, I don't remember when SpongeBob was invented. If you don't remember Dunkaroos, you had a fucking miserable childhood. The Dreamcast, yeah, that came out in 1999 in America. I think it came out like 97 or something in Japan. 98, I think 98. Wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. Who the fuck are your parents? They Amish? I can't think of any, like normally it's like, I don't want you to watch this, watch SpongeBob instead. What the fuck? What backwards universe is this? I think Majora's Mask came out in 2000. What came out in 99? I remember 99 was a good year for video games. Maybe it's gotta be 2 words. How do I like set it to normal? I don't know how to use any of these things. Oh, there we go. Oh, that jumping combo was... Yes! A completed combo from an Elena. That was like max damage. And it was like a reasonable use of meter. Yes! We saw it! We saw a completed combo! Elena needs to land a hit like now. Yeah, that's it. That's what he needed. He actually could have juggled for the kill. How do you fuck up that bad? Just let yourself get thrown if he throws you. He's not gonna fucking... I'm pretty sure Gold and Silver was 2000. I think it was 99 in Japan. Or like 98 in Japan. I'm like... It might have been 99. I think Pokemon Yellow was 99. Damn, that was a choke. That was a world-class choke. This is still probably Elena's game. Like, that was a fluke. Elena's playing better. He's gonna have another super by fucking round 3 for sure. But that was a world-class fluke. Hugo's actually playing this right. You gotta corner Elena. You gotta worry about moving her before you worry about beating her. Elena is not that bad versus Hugo. Hugo's like to inflate how bad it is. It's honestly like 6.5, 3.5. It's like not that hard of a matchup. Final Fantasy 8. Pokemon Snap. Silent Hill 1. These are some fun games. I kind of feel like playing through all of Pokemon Snap. Would you guys like that? Should I do that? Should we all like play through Pokemon Snap together? Take pictures of Pokemon? Beetle Adventure Racing is a fucking shitty ass game. Of all the N64 racing games to list, that's your favorite? It's not even bad. I'm full of shit. It's a pretty good game. Beetle Adventure Racing, but there was like Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, which was an extremely good racing game. There was San Francisco Rush 2049, which was an extremely fun racing game. There was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and 3, which aren't really racing games, but whatever. Hold on, what were some like racing games on N64? Because I remember there were a shit ton. There was Extreme G1 and 2. There was Aero Gauge. There was oh yes, Mario Kart 64. Alright, play it on BizHawk. I actually need to because I don't know if anything else is going to work. Jet Force Gemini is not a racing game. Did that come out in 99? I never played through Jet Force Gemini. Oh yeah, Iggy's Wrecking Balls, everyone's favorite racing game. Press 1 if you remember Iggy's Wrecking Balls. X3 is a shit game, and everyone who says it's good literally hasn't played it. Because if they played it, they would know it was shit. Diddy Kong's Racing! Yes! Diddy Kong Racing and, oh, that's it, that's the struggle. I have, like, minor gripes with Mario Kart 64 and Diddy Kong Racing. I feel like the best parts of both would be a good racing game. I think Diddy Kong Racing doesn't really have rubber band AI. Mario Kart has, like, the worst rubber band AI of any game I've ever played. Let me think. Diddy Kong has this annoying thing where the racers don't exist unless they're on screen. So like there's this one stage where you can like lift the like a drawbridge so they can't pass, but they still just drive straight over it because they're off screen. South Park Rally was technically a racing game. PS1 actually had good... PS1 had Crash Team Racing. It had Twisted Metal. I don't even like racing games, but to be honest, these are all some good racing games. Iggy's Wrecking Ball is like the only bad game I just listed. Diddy Kong, I feel like racing games are just so repetitive. The only racing game I like even a little bit is Wipeout. And only because it's pretty hard and very simplistic controls. So it's like you have to just be perfect. It's one of those racing games where you just have to be perfect. But it still has like the weapons and power-ups and whatnot. Wipeout's also really fast, which is nice. There's an Extreme G3? I played a lot of Unreal Tournament 2002, but I didn't play any of the Unreals before that. That was like a little while, like the only game I played was Unreal 2002. Oh, nice punish. Hydro Thunder. Damn, he saw that he was parried and he DP'd. You can always turn a parry into blocking. A DP won't punish a parry or anything like that. Damn, I just opened these rips and they smell amazing. Rips are like my new favorite candy. That empty cancel is pretty nice. That normal is basically a true mix-up with throw. Flag cannon is like the baby weapon that only babies use. Whoa, that was weird that that juggled that way. Later, Jackson. Thanks for the raid. Rocket launcher is just fine. The fucking shock sniperino thing. That was the best. Unreal was satisfying as fuck to play. When you gibbed someone with an impact hammer, it felt fucking amazing. But you don't get to gib people in games anymore. What are some games where you still gib people? The new Doom? What are gib games? You don't gib people in Overwatch, right? They're just gonna die. Super 1 Dudley is not so rare. There was a time when this was as common as Super 3 Dudley. Ooh. Oh, very nice. This is gonna kill. I want to turn my enemies into chunks of enemy. Ooh, that parry was very choice. That was an anti-air combo. Same medium kick. Like a stand hard kick, stand hard punch? No, it was like a different one. That looked like fucking... I don't know what one that was. I wasn't allowed to play rated M games until I was 16. The only rated M game I played, like, until I was 18 was, like, Metal Gear. And to be honest, like, my dad really didn't want to buy Metal Gear for me. Nice. I had a goddamn fun time playing MGS 2 and 3, though. This is that super good Ken from last time. The one who's like a total nut. He's not doing anything super nutty yet. That was pretty nutty. Nice punish. Alright, so I've actually got a story. I had a friend, when I was 6, I had a friend who lived across the street from me who was 5, and his mom was a Black Widow, if you ever heard that term. She almost certainly killed her husband and also her boyfriend. We don't have a whole lot of evidence, but we moved in and we met the husband like once. Like, not me, I was like 6. But my parents met him, and he was like kind of happy and friendly. And not too long after we got there, like a few months after we moved in, he commits suicide by hanging himself. And you know, sometimes it's hard to read into the mind of someone you only meet briefly. Like, people who are like really depressed often hide it really well. So maybe he just was like really depressed and just hit it, and he just fucking decided to kill himself one day, even though he had like a fucking wife and kid. Maybe he just didn't have it. Fucking the fire wasn't burning inside him or whatever. But he committed suicide like right after we moved there, and his mom. I mean, not his mom, but like fucking this guy who killed himself. His wife, who was my friend's mom, like immediately went out and bought like a fucking Corvette convertible with the insurance money, like a nice ass car. And within the like 3 months, like 2 months, she had a boyfriend. And you know, like that's still like that's sketchy. That's like probably like you're not grieving hard enough. But people grieve in different ways, I can honestly say. And some people just really want to move it on as fast as possible. So maybe she was just moving on as fast as possible. But she got a new boyfriend, right? And like a year after we moved in, that new boyfriend commit suicide by hanging himself. And at that point, all anyone could think was like, fuck, she's like killing people and framing them as suicides. But she was never like found out or anything. Anyway, her fucking son was my friend. And, ooh. she shook out! That was some fast mashing. Anyway, she basically bought him anything he wanted, her son. And one of the games he had was Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and I, even back then, really loved fighting games. And I used to go over to his house to play Mortal Kombat Trilogy on N64. But like, he was 5, and he was playing Mortal Kombat. And honestly, there's a lot of shit in that game that's real fucked up. Mortal Kombat 3. Maybe he was drugged? Ooh, nope. Didn't parry. Not stylish at all. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird that both are fucking... She must have had a method, whatever it was. I was fucking 6. I have no idea. I only vaguely remember her. She was kind of MILF. She was like pretty seriously MILF, but I didn't care back then. But like retrospectively, I'd be fucking hell attracted to her. Very nice. Very tricky. I feel bad for that kid, my friend. That must have fucked him up pretty bad. These father figures keep on dying. Oh, he dropped it. Light DP is a horrible middle ground because it's not invincible enough to beat stuff. He was 5, and his dad commit suicide, and then his mom's boyfriend commit suicide. If he was 5, it did nothing. I don't know, dude. That's gonna affect you. 5 is an age you remember. 5 is real early to cope with death. Damn, the taunt. Tell me not got bitch. Everything was a little fucked. That was in Mississippi. Everything was a little fucked in Mississippi. We lived in the richest part of the state, which was still poor. We lived in Meridian, where the tallest building was about 3 stories. And it was like an old library. How about you? Playing Ken. How about you never plays Ryu anymore? I wonder if we just ditched him. Back when there were like the back and forth, the ranking battles. How about Ryu played Ryu, but his Ryu got to too high a level to compete against like a lot of the noobs. For like the events that people actually attended. So he started playing Ken, which was a lower level. But like for an event like this, there's no reason Heba Ryu would play Ryu or Ken. He could do either one. So I'm guessing Ken is just his main now. Ugh! That's why hard DP sucks. That's the actual reason. Setting opponent, he couldn't link a super. It is a baby shower. That's very clever. The first ever weird porn I saw was of Bukake. Damn the taunt. It was like this kind of flat. It was this kind of fat black lady who was like lying on a bench in like a gym. Oh, that was a failed whiff punish. It was like a super sick attempt. He can't kill here. Doesn't have enough meter to get the 1 bar. Oh my god, so risky. Anyway, she was like fucking. It was like fucking 10 minutes of her masturbating in like a 12-minute movie that I downloaded off LimeWire. And ooh, that parry. Yo, that was a sick parry and punish. And then the final 2 minutes, the camera zooms out and reveals there's like 50 guys in the room. And then it turned into a Bukake. I was like, literally, what is this? Anyone remember LimeWire? I didn't remember getting porn off LimeWire. I was pretty young. I was like fucking 12 or 13. I was like right at that age where it's like, I wonder if I can find porn on the internet. Porn is pretty cool. Quote 12-year-old Beth. I like take porn for granted now. Honestly, I wish I could find that video. Because it was it was like legit, like thinking back, it was amazing. 12 minutes of like masturbating and then fucking zoom out, surprise, the entire room is full of naked guys. I think that might be the last one. I can't see them fitting another match. Yeah, it's just letting the 12 beat him up. All right, let's. I wanna download Pokemon Snap, to be honest. I found some very